Thank you for your infinite love, guidance, and protection, Spirit. Please use me as a conduit of light to deliver this message to whoever needs to hear it. Don't ask me why I'm starting with the T cards. It's just, it's what I'm feeling. Let's see what comes through. Ooh. This is so weird. This is what came out. Ear and finger. Okay, I didn't read the little captions below, but it's just funny because it's 2 body parts. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. Let's see here. The ear says good news. The finger says warning of a problem either now or in the near future. How contradictive is that? How contradictive is that? So let's get some clarity, Spirit, please. Let's get some clarity. First, let's get some clarity. What do they say? Good news first or bad news first? Let's get some clarity on the finger. Warning of a problem either now or in the future, Spirit. Be here now. Practice mindfulness to be present in the moment and gain insight. Okay. So we need to connect with Spirit so we can gain more insight on what this situation might be. Trust that every ending is another beginning coming in disguise. So maybe it's that we're not holding on to an ending, or maybe an ending has taken place and we're taking it kind of rough. Okay. Maybe, the warning was actually that, to let go, right? To let go, because it is an ending and we have to accept it as that. Okay. Flame of courage, ignite the flame of courage, lighting the path of bravery amidst shadows and fear. So we might be in fear about something that just ended. That's what I'm getting for this. And Spirit saying, be here now. Recognize why it had to end. And it's about the journey and the expansion that is taking place on this journey. What kind of good news are we talking about here, Spirit? What kind of good news? Okay. Let's see here. Good news will be some type of communication, conversation, someone expressing something in some way. Okay. And it's going to happen around winter time, which we already have snow on the ground right now, guys. So to me, we're in winter, but technically we're still in fall. So good news coming soon is what I'm seeing. But we also really have to, right now, what's happening right now is that ending. That ending is, I feel like it hasn't totally come to close. Even if it has in the physical, if it's something like leaving a job or relationship that has actually already occurred, the emotional, lingering of the energy that was attached to those things that crumbled is still kind of in your thought process, taking up space in your mind, you know, and Spirit saying like, hey, look, there is some type of good news that's coming around winter and you need to like really get to a space of detachment before that happens. So you're able to, allow that abundance and that new beginning to come in. Wow, what just came out? Soul happy, rekindle connection. Your soul is longing to reconnect with something or someone. Have you drifted away from a meaningful connection? Take the initiative to rekindle this relationship or experience, as it may bring you deep joy. What I'm seeing, because Spirit already told me this, whatever it was, had to come to an end. So this rekindling of the connection could be whatever this conversation comes in around winter. So it doesn't have to be this thing that you just let go of, but if there's some drastic change that needed to take place based off of some type of separation or ending, you have to allow that. You have to become more emotionally attached so that separation can work its magic and this soul connection can come in around winter time. And this communication, this expression of, I don't know what they're expressing. Let's find that out, Spirit. What type of expression needs to come in here? I actually have cards, expression cards. Where do I have those at? Let me see here. I never hardly ever use them. The Hidden Truth Oracle. But I've had them for a long time. So let's see. What's this communication about, Spirit? Let's get a couple cards from here. If this communication is from this same person that you just ended this situation with, and you had to create separation in order for growth of some type to take place. Yeah, that's totally possible. That's totally possible, guys. But it's also totally possible that it's something new, that it's something new. So let's just see. What's this communication about, Spirit? This communication is from the other person, the person that you just let go of, the situation you just let go of. I feel like it's a person, guys. I don't feel like it's a job or anything. So if you resonate with that, stay on this video. If you do not resonate, don't force it. This just isn't your reading, and that's okay, guys. That is okay. We're here for truth. We're not here for views and all that. We're here for the assistance from Spirit. That one just popped out. I want you. Okay. So this could be something new then, because I want you says, okay, it could be an old person. It could be someone new coming in. What else, Spirit? Maybe there's someone that's been observing you for a while, and it's just like that timing. We're waiting for that timing. The timing, I said we're waiting for that timing. And the card that comes out, the timing just wasn't right for us. So maybe it was this old person. The time wasn't right, but they still want you, and they still, they still want you. You and I were too young. What this tells me, it's not about age. It's about young in your growth process, young in the aspect of the timing wasn't right because the healing hadn't taken place that needed to take place in order for a harmonious union to really be what is gonna come into play here. You cannot be in harmony with a partner unless you come into harmony with yourself, and whoever this person is, they just weren't ready at the time, and neither were you. And I understand, like, it was probably hard to let go because this person did align with you in so many ways, but Spirit's saying just be patient. Like, winter is not that far away, and the communication is coming in, and this person sees that it wasn't the right time either, but says, I still want you, but the timing's not right because we had some growing to do. And if they recognize that, that's a beautiful thing, because that means they're at a place in their journey where they can accept it and they can like go inward because they're willing to fight for this. They're willing to fight for themselves first and foremost, to be a better version of them for themselves. And if they are able to love themselves at a certain capacity, then they'll be able to come back and love you as well. But in the past, they weren't ready for that. The timing wasn't right. The healing hadn't taken place yet that needed to take place. And there's also something about this initiation that a lot of spiritual people have to go through when it comes to relationships, especially like even on a twin flame journey, where you have to go through these separations. You have to go through these initiations where you're alone and you do this healing to the point where you're so like fulfilled from yourself internally, you're self-sourcing your love, that you're able to come and level up in the capacity that you can set forward in a relationship. But to the level that you've done that, right, somebody else also has to meet you there. You know how hard it was to get to where you are vibrationally. Imagine what it is for somebody else, right? They have to do the same thing, and you have to allow that divine timing to take place. You have to be patient. You have to allow the universe to work its magic. Wow, that flipped right out. There is light holding me even when I can't see it. So when we're in some type of separation, or we really want to be with somebody and it's just not the right timing, we have to hold this light even when we can't see this in manifesting in the physical. We have to hold this faith in this light. Not that we're waiting around for somebody, but that we're self-sourcing this love. So whatever does come in, whether it's an old relationship with somebody that has done some growing, or it's a new relationship with somebody who's done the work and is able to meet you there on a frequency level, like that's going to happen because you're holding the light for yourself individually. And that self-worth is there, and that self-sourced love is there. And that's what Spirit is saying. Like, you've done the work, okay? And you have to let divine timing take place. If this old person is going to come back because they've done the work, they will. And this reading is saying there is communication that's coming in wintertime, right? There is this communication that's coming through that's saying, look, I'm still thinking about you too. I'm still thinking about like this working out too. It's just that it's not the right time and I need to heal more. And I just need you to honor and respect that, right? And sometimes it's hard, especially when we feel like we're sitting here waiting around for whoever or whatever. It's like, you're not really waiting around. You're just holding the space and a frequency for whatever spirit wants to bring into your life. So it doesn't have to be this person. It doesn't have to be this person. It could be something or someone even more in alignment that you didn't even know existed, guys. So just hold space and hold that frequency of receiving open so you can allow the universe to work its magic. Nurture yourself. Nurture yourself right now, guys. Get into that space of receiving. That's how it's gonna come forward. Just know you are so desired. I think you're desired by more than one person. That's the energy I'm getting here. So there's different timeline possibilities when it comes to a relationship. But Spirit's saying is you've done the work, okay? We understand you had to let go of something you didn't want to in the past, but that's okay because there's more coming forward. And just don't forget to use that discernment. And all you have to do right now is nurture yourself and get into that place of receiving, and it's all working out for you. Absolutely, 100%. It's all working out for you. And Spirit is just asking you to be patient because there is light holding me even when I can't see it. And why? Because you know that the love comes from within, right? You know that love is self-sourced and you're going to stay in alignment and in this place of like, look, I could be alone for the rest of my life. And the light's still there. The love is still there because it came from me the whole time. And like sometimes we put people on a pedestal and we're in relationships and like we don't realize they seem so special just because we were so activated and in love at the time. And all that energy a lot of times just came from us. And somebody was just there like siphoning it, in the past before we knew what red flags to look for or how our trauma showed up for us and the way we showed up in relationships. We were a lot of times the one bringing in all the energy and we were just getting sucked clean, all of our light from people who were just vampires. And a lot of them aren't bad people. They just didn't do the healing work, right? And it's like like I said, you could be alone for the rest of your life and it ain't no thing. That's what inner union is. That's when you get to the point where it's like, it doesn't matter if somebody comes back. It doesn't matter if a new person comes forward because I'm good, because I get the love that I need from in here in my connection to my intuition and spirit and flowing with this universe in a co-creative way. And just remember that creation energy can come from so many places. Like a lot of people just want to use it through sexual chemistry in a relationship and that creation energy in that way. But like harness that shit. If you're alone, use that creative energy to create anything you want. Go be an entrepreneur, go learn a new trade, go do what you do. Just be like creative, like there's nothing better. There's nothing more fulfilling than being in that creative energy, whether you're in a relationship or doing it in another way, like just working with the universe in alignment of the highest version of you. And that's the thing, just like really coming from this place of alignment and honoring and respecting yourself and your boundaries. So, because people will see your light. And it's like a moth to the flame. And sometimes, dark people, they come and they emotionally and mentally manipulate in order to gain access to your light. And you have to get to a point in your healing journey where you recognize that shit. So you don't allow it and you have healthy boundaries for yourself. So when something does come in, it's in alignment of the highest version of you. Because that's the only thing that you even allow in based off of your energetic frequency. So yeah, guys, much love and self-respect, and keep self-sourcing your love and you will attract so many beautiful and abundant things into your life. Like there's no question about it. Okay. All right, guys, I love you so much and I'll see you on the next one.